Oh, good morning. Welcome to your mat. So I've had a lot of various things going on this week and taking a couple classes. And last night I woke up in the middle of the night and the mind was just churning. And it reminded me of that we're in the Vata season. And in the Vata season, it's about dry, the qualities are dry and movement of air and all of that. And that can make us feel ungrounded. So in Ayurveda, the way to counteract that is to balance it out with something more stable. So take a moment on your mat. And as you take a couple deep breaths, close your eyes and let your sit bones just get nice and heavy. Let yourself ground down. And as you breathe, think about how you're feeling right now, this part of the week, of the month, as far as your groundedness and your feeling of stability. And as you practice, bring to mind what you can do to help create more of that groundedness. And then as you inhale, come forward, draw the shoulder blades together and lift the chin. And as you exhale, round it and do it really slow today. Go slow. Often we move fast in this. Take nice long breaths and slow the pace down a little. Just really feeling into the shoulders, the neck, the spine, the belly. And then as you inhale, come up, clasp the hands, point the index fingers, draw the shoulders down your back. Take a breath in and reach through the crown of the head, reaching up with the fingers. As you exhale, ground down again, shoulders, belly, soften, let your sit bones ground down. And then inhale, reach. And on your exhale, come into a twist and just hold here in your twist gently with your hands. Each inhale, lengthen. And each exhale, just gently explore. Maybe you can open a little more. Maybe even on the inhale, you just come slightly more forward and lengthen up again. And then just kind of play with the twist gently for a few breaths. But let your sit bones again feel really grounded and stable here. And then inhale and reach up, clasp the hands again. Point the index fingers, draw the shoulders down your back. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, let yourself ground down, pulling those shoulders from the ears. And then inhale again. And exhale, come into the twist, looking over your left shoulder and holding here. Lengthening on each inhale, just exploring, being curious about the twist, where you can gently open a little more. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, take that right hand down, stretch long, ground down the left sit bone, stacking the shoulders. Breathing here, reach through the fingers, wiggle those fingers. Breathing deep. And then inhale up. Take the left hand down, reach over to the left. Same thing, grounding down that right sit bone. Reaching long though, breathing here. And then inhale and come up and come on over to your hands and knees. Find your tabletop. Really spread the fingers wide. Feel the heel of the hand, the base of each of the fingers, and all the fingertips and thumbs grounding in. Feel your shins on the mat, the tops of your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, press back into child's pose. Let your head bow down. Take a big breath here, letting the back body expand. A big exhale. And then on the next inhale, rise up to your tabletop. And then as you exhale, go back to your child's pose. And you can go with me if you like, or go at your own pace, and taking another big breath in a child's pose, expanding the back body.
letting the neck relax as you exhale. And then inhale, come up to your table and lengthen the spine. Really feel the hands ground down, lengthening here. And then exhale, press back to your child's pose again. Taking a big breath in the child's pose and a big breath out. Inhale up to your table, lengthening here. On the next exhale, tuck your toes and lift your sit bones high into your downward dog. Bend your knees at first, really ground down the hands. Feel the balls of the feet and the toes on the mat. The heels don't need to touch. Take a big breath into the back body and a big breath out. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Lengthen the spine. And then exhale, press back to your downward dog. Grounding down here, letting the neck relax again. Take a full breath in, lengthen. Big breath out. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Feel free to lower your knees if you need to in your plank to just pause for a moment. And then exhale back to your downward dog. Nice big breath in. Really lengthen those up through the sit bones, grounding the hands down. Pull the shoulders from the ears. Maybe each time we come into the downward dog, you lengthen the legs a little more. And then on your next inhale, come forward to a plank. And then exhale back to downward dog one more time. Nice big exhale. And another inhale. Really feel the hands and feet grounding into the mat. And exhale down. And then walk your feet forward. Ground down the feet. Let the head bow down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale to heart center. Really feel your feet grounded on the mat. Roll the shoulders down your back, coming into your Tadasana, and kind of rock back a little bit on your heels. Feel the corners of your heels or the sides of your heels. Our heels are rounded, so they really have corners. And then come forward, lift the heels a little, feel the toes, and then find that even place to feel balance. And then bend your elbows, come finding your K27 point, which is just from the base of the throat, the collarbones dropping down an inch, tapping here, getting that energy moving forward in a positive direction. But let yourself feel grounded. Let the belly soften and relax here. Breathing in through the nose, out the mouth. At the end of that exhale, shake off the hands. Bring one hand onto the sternum. Breathing here, waking up our immune system and thymus. Nice big breaths. And then at the end of that next exhale, shake it off. Bring the hands to the sides of the ribs. You can go up and down and all around that triangle under the breasts, helping us assimilate all the things that enter the body physically and energetically. At the end of that exhale, shake it off. Bring two fingers onto the cheekbones, tapping here. Breathe in, lengthen up through the crown of your head, but on your exhale, really let yourself feel grounded into the feet. Let the belly soften, let the pelvic floor relax, let yourself root down, helping to feel balanced and stable during this Vata season. And then shake off the hands and take two fingers on the bridge of the nose. And as you breathe in, circle around one eye. And as you breathe out, circle around the other. So you're doing like a figure eight or an infinity sign. When you complete the next breath, reverse the direction. And then at the end of that next breath, release the hands. Come into marching, tapping same hand to same knee. Brush it off and cross it over. And then shake it off. Bring the hands in front of the pubic bone and set the intention
to do what you need to feel grounded and stable today. And inhale, reach up, and exhale, spread it out. 2 more breaths that way. Then bring one finger on the belly button, one on the third eye, gently press in and slightly up. 3 breaths here, exhaling out the mouth, hooking up that intention between your central and governing meridians. And then when you're done that third breath, release the hands and inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to the right and weave your hands down. Inhale up. Exhale, weave the hands down to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, weaving the hands down. Inhale to a flat back and lengthen. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back into a lunge. Come up on tented fingers here for a breath. And a big exhale out. Hands down, step back to your downward dog on your exhale. Take a big inhale in your downward dog. Exhale and release. Inhale, come forward to a plank, top of a push-up. Hold here for breath. Feel free to lower the knees. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, lower to the mat, knees, chin, chest, or through chaturanga. Point the toes, tone the belly, draw the shoulders back. Rise up, baby cobra. Lead with the sternum. Think of drawing the shoulders away from the ears, taking a breath here. And then on your next exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, press through three-legged dog. Hold here for breath. And then your option is to step that foot forward or walk the feet forward, your choice. If you're stepping, bring the left foot forward and then exhale to your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, trace up spleen, fingers to the inside of the big toes, to the ankle bones, up the inner aspect of the leg, hip points, over the armpit crease, back to that spleen point. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. Hold here, come up on tented fingers or blocks. Breathe here for a breath. And then on the next exhale, step it back to downward dog. Ground down the hands. Take in a full breath. Release any tension out of the neck as you exhale. And then the next inhale, come forward to your plank. Tone the belly here. Again, you can put the knees down or stay in a tall plank. And on your next exhale, lower to the mat. Draw the shoulders from the ears again. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Lead with the sternum. Big breath in, big breath out. Take another inhale. Raise your cheekbones. Give yourself a smile this morning. And then press back to downward dog as you exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg and press through the hands. Hold here for breath in your three-legged dog. And then on your next exhale, step that foot forward or walk them forward. Inhale, bring the right leg forward and exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, trace up spleen. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the right leg back into a lunge, ground down the feet and rise up. As you come up into your lunge, step that right foot out just a little bit. Let your heel come down on the mat. Your foot is more pointing forward. Bend into the knee. Your torso is facing the front of your mat. Warrior one. Press through that back heel. Breathing here. And as you do, flick each finger. Flick them all. Draw the shoulders down your back, just breathing in your warrior one. Really have the legs be active, pressing that back heel into the mat, drawing the feet together. The left knee is right over the ankle, breathing here. Release the hands, see if you can clasp them behind your back, tone the belly, draw the shoulders towards each other. See if you can lift the hands from the bottom, lift through the heart center. You could also use a strap here if it's hard to hold your hands. Take a nice big deep breath into your heart center. And as you exhale, imagine that grounding down into the earth. Inhale, reach up. Bend your back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Find your warrior two. So lining up the arch of the back foot with the heel of the front foot. Turn your palms up. Draw the feet together. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, turn the palms down. And flow with your own breath, just twisting the hands up when you breathe in, exhale down. Do that one more time with your breath, with your hands. And then hold them here. Really draw the feet together. Feel that stability in your legs, that strength. And then take your right hand on your back leg. Lift your left arm up. Take a nice big breath here. Or a couple, actually. Feels nice to hold here in this pose. Inhale, come up, straighten the front leg, turn the knee towards the toes, reach out, tilt your body, bring your torso into the same plane as your legs. Your hand can be on your shin, your ankle, or a block here. Lengthen up. Again, press those feet into the mat, tone the belly, lengthen in all directions. Notice what's going on with the left shoulder, roll it open. Bend your left knee, bring your forearm onto your thigh. Reach that right arm overhead, lengthening here. Let's see if you can look up under that forearm to keep it stacked. Really feel the feet, the heels, the balls of the feet, the toes pressing into the mat. And then lower your hand down and step back to your downward dog. Ground down the hands. And observe your downward dog here for a few breaths, noticing if it feels different after we've done several this morning. Feel that connection to your mat. Let the face soften. Inhale to your plank. Pause here and breathe. Again, feel free to lower the knees if you like. And then exhale to the mat. Tone the belly, draw the shoulders from the ears. Inhale, rise up, cobra, lead with the heart center. Take a big breath, raise the cheekbones again, bring a smile, and then press back to your downward dog. Your choice to step, walk, or hop the feet forward. You can inhale the leg up if you're stepping and exhale it forward. Inhale the left leg forward and exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, and inhale, trace up spleen. Ground the feet down, hip distance apart and parallel. Inhale up. Exhale, sit back to Utkatasana. Breathing here, tuck the tailbone. Bring your thumbs onto your sternum and the index fingers to the hollow of your throat. Breathing here, check that your knees are over the ankles, that your weight is back into the heels, but the balls of the feet and the toes are touching. Keep breathing, feel that strength, feel that power, feel that groundedness in the legs. And then press into the mat, inhale up, exhale and forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold, and allow yourself to hang here for a few breaths. Bend the knees if your low back is talking to you. With each inhale, feel the expansion of the back body. As you exhale, feel the feet grounding down. See if you can allow some length in the spine. Maybe with each exhale, you can just feel yourself extending just a little bit. And then inhale, lengthen again. Flat back, exhale, fold, and inhale, step the left foot back, round down the feet, draw them together and rise up. Step the foot slightly out to the left and let the heel come down so that you can still keep your hips and shoulders square to the front of the mat. Bend into the front knee. Make sure the knee stays over the ankle or behind the toes. Press into that back heel. Be active with that connection to your mat. Shoulders down your back. Roll out the wrists this time and roll them the other way. Spread your fingers, draw the shoulders down your back again. Breathing here. And then take that left foot, step it back, parallel to the back of the mat, lining up the arch in your heel. Bend into the knee, make sure you can see the toe here. Draw the feet together, lengthen, tone the belly, lengthen the spine, turn the palms up again as you inhale, and as you exhale, turn them down. Do that one more breath and then keep the palms facing down. Relax your jaw. Notice if there's any tension from the shoulders up, soften that. Let yourself feel into the stability and the strength of the warrior two pose, Virabhadrasana 2. And then take your left hand on your thigh, raise your right hand up, open across the chest. Couple nice big breaths here, feeling into the grace and stability of this pose. Inhale, come up straight in your front leg. Turn that femur in the hip socket so the knee points towards the toes. Reach out over the leg, tilt the torso. Raise your left arm, bring it up over your shoulder. Think about really pressing into that back heel, lengthening the spine, lengthen through the fingertips. Roll the right shoulder down your back, breathing here. Bend your front knee, bring the forearm onto your thigh, and stretch long through this left side. Roll that left shoulder back a little so it's stacked. Press again into the left foot, reach through the left fingers. Notice once again your connection to your mat, to the earth, that grounding force. Lower your hand down on the mat and step it back to your downward dog. Bend the knees a little, ground down the hands, really feel the whole palm and the fingertips, the thumbs. Press in and lengthen here. Let the neck relax. Let the belly soften. Let yourself feel grounded in the pose. This is a nice gentle inversion, and inversions, when we get the head lower than the heart, helps us to feel more stable and grounded. And then on your next inhale, come forward to your plank, top of a push-up. Hold here, knees down or up, your choice. And then exhale, lower down. Draw the shoulders down your back. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Take a nice breath here. And then press back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, and exhale, step it forward or walk the feet forward. Inhale the right leg forward if you're stepping, and exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, and inhale, trace up spleen. Bring your weight into your right leg, turn your left leg out. Bend the right knee a little bit and first feel the foot grip the mat, and then inhale up, contract the thigh, tone the belly, stacking the shoulders. Bring the foot up when you're ready, focusing on something not moving, not your screen. And if you want to bring the foot higher, you can just bring it above the knee, but it's totally fine to keep it low. Bring the hands to heart center and let yourself ground down. Imagine drawing in breath from the crown of your head all the way down through your central channel. When you breathe, bring the breath in, pause for a moment and grip the root lock, your Mula Bandha. And then as you exhale, imagine pressing that breath down into the earth, helping you ground more. Just do a few cycles of breath that way. And I look at the screen and get wobbly. And then release that and walk it out a little bit. Have the feet hip distance apart and parallel. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sit back to Utkatasana. Bring the hands to heart center. Press into the feet. Feel that connection to the mat. And inhale, reach up, flex the hands. Take the right hand up, left hand comes down. Exhale, the heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Heaven touching earth. Inhale, making that connection between your heaven star and your earth star. Exhale, being that conduit. Inhale up between the earth energy and the cosmos. One more time each side. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale, rise up. Bring your weight into your left leg. Turn that right leg out. Bring your hands up into the hips. Bend that left knee a little bit and press into the mat. Feel your kneecap lift a little as you contract the thigh. Tone the belly again. Shoulders down your back. When you feel stable, bring the foot up, low tree, high tree, or toe touching down. Whichever feels best for you. Feel free to use a chair if you need stability. Bring the hands to heart center. And again, draw breath in. Imagine drawing in energy from the universe down through the torso. Hold the root lock for a moment. And then as you exhale, let it ground you down into the earth. Bringing in all that positive, wonderful, abundant energy from the universe and helping it ground you down. Bringing you stability and balance. One more breath here. And then release it down. Walk it out a little bit. Turn the toes out on your mat. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. You can come into a standing squat or you can lower down lower if that feels good for you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, over. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up, exhale, come down, hold in your in Malasana. You could also be in a higher squat here if the coming all the way down is uncomfortable. See if you can widen your feet enough so your heels touch. Take a breath in, lengthening the spine. Exhale, allow yourself to just ground down. Feel the sit bones get heavy even though they're not touching the mat. Take another big breath in, really expand the rib cage, and an exhale, grounding that energy down into the earth. And then release yourself onto your mat and lengthen out the legs. Flex the feet. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, hinge forward. Lengthening through the spine if the low back is uncomfortable. If it feels okay to fold forward and bow down, go ahead and do that. But if that strains the low back, just actively draw the toes back and lengthen through the crown of the head. Whichever feels best for you, breathing here for a few breaths. Inhale and come up, bend the right knee, and you can leave it right here, or you can cross it over. You can also keep this leg extended, or you can tuck that left leg under. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, come into the twist, taking the right hand behind you. Breathing here. See if you can allow the lower body to soften and ground down as you go into the twist. And then release to a little counter twist. And then lengthen out the legs and bend the left knee and either keep it here or crossed over with this leg active or tuck it under, your choice. Hug the knee in. Exhale, wrap the right arm around it. Take the left hand behind, lengthen up on your next inhale. And then go into the twist to a point of comfort. See if you can soften that left hip as you hug it in. And then release a little counter twist. And then lengthen out the legs. Flex the feet, wrap your arms around yourself like you're giving yourself a hug. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly roll yourself down, trying to keep the hips on the mat. As you come down onto the mat, hug the knees in, lower the feet down, bent knees. Bring your arms out to your sides and let the knees fold over to the right. And then extend the left leg. And you can just stay right here. If you can take the right hand and hold on to the back of the left knee, go ahead and do that. You might be able to do it from underneath or above, or maybe not at all. Turn your gaze to the left. Take a couple breaths here. Let yourself just settle into the twist. Bend that knee and come back to center. Hug the knees in and bring the chin up to the knees, resetting the spine. Lower the feet down, arms out. Knees come over to the left and extend that right leg. And again, if you can take the left hand and hold on to the back of the knee, go ahead and do that. The leg doesn't have to stay extended. You could bend the knee, but see what feels good for you. If you can't hold there, just imagine your hand on the back of the knee. And then release that, come back to center, hug the knees in, bring the chin up, and then lay yourself onto your mat and find your Shavasana, however feels best for you. Take a big breath in and sigh it out. And scan the body from the heels, the feet, all the way up, and notice the parts of your body touching the mat or the floor. So observe that. And with each exhale, let the body soften a little more. Observe the energy in the body, the vibrations, the sensations. And bring a little length to your breath. If you want to stay in Shavasana longer, feel free. If you need to come up, wiggle the fingers and toes and stretch the arms long overhead. Take a full body stretch. Nice big breath in. And then roll over to your right side. Use your arm like a pillow. Take a breath or 2 or 3 here. And when you're ready, slowly come on up to a seated position with your eyes closed. We come to your seat. Take a big inhale up and exhale. Let yourself ground down through the sit bones. Bring the hands to your heart center. Bow your chin, honoring yourself for taking this time to take care of you. And remember that during the Vata season, finding things that ground and balance us are very important. If you need to head out on your day, I wish you a lovely day. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. And if you have time to stay for a few minutes of meditation, I invite you to do that. Finding a comfortable seat, if you want a pad underneath you, take your index fingers and thumbs and connect them and bring your hands on your knees, palms facing down in a grounding mudra of intention. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, soften the forehead. On your next exhale, soften the cheekbones and the jaw. Bring your next exhale, softening the throat and the shoulders. And then bring that softening down through the torso into the belly, letting it soften, letting it relax. Let the sit bones get heavy and the hips soften. Bring the softening through the arms and the hands. And then down through the legs to the feet. And observe your connection to the mat, the parts of your body that are touching the mat. And come into that central channel breath where we're breathing in and imagining the breath coming through the crown chakra, down through the skull, through the throat, through the heart, through the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the root. And hold for just a moment, squeezing the root lock, the mula bandha. And then as you exhale, imagine releasing down into the earth. And flow with your own breath, drawing it in all the way down through the torso, gently squeezing the root lock, and then releasing down into the earth. Allowing that breath to help you feel grounded and stable, releasing any energy, any thoughts that need to be released today. As you observe and breathe and notice if anything starts to tense up, see if you can soften it, let it relax, let it feel more grounded. Feel free to adjust your seat if you need to. Now, after your next exhale, imagine drawing that energy up from the earth all the way through the torso, up into the crown, holding the root lock for a pause. And then as you exhale, imagine releasing it up into the ethers, into the universe, through the crown of the head. And then on the next inhale, draw that energy, that light down through the crown chakra, again, all the way down, holding the root lock for a pause, and then releasing it into the earth, and then drawing it back up from the earth, all the way up through the body, filling the lungs, filling the belly, holding the root lock for a moment, and then imagine releasing it up into the universe. And flow back and forth at your own pace, drawing it in from the universe, down through the body, holding the root lock, exhaling it down, and then drawing it back up. And go at your own pace. Cycle through one whole more complete cycle, and then allow the breath to just come into its even pace. And then raise the arms overhead, keep the eyes closed, spread the fingertips, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Just tilt the face up to the sky slightly, breathing here. And imagine drawing all that positive energy in and letting it ground you down through the sit bones. Human touching divine. As you make your next exhale, make the S sound. Bring the fingertips to touch. Draw the fingers to the elbows, up to the shoulders, and then cross them over so each hand is on the opposite side of your chest. And make 3 exhales, exhaling out the mouth with the S sound. Let the belly soften. Having faith and trust that the universe has got your back. And then bring the hands to heart center. Gently bow the chin, honoring yourself for taking this time. Bowing forward slightly, namaste. And as you come up, slowly flutter open the eyes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you have a wonderful, balanced, grounded, and stable day today. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good weekend,
You
everyone.
too.